The popular sitcom Last Man Standing recently wrapped its 7th season. A big part of the show's success comes from the rapport between Tim Allen's character, Mike Baxter, and his neighbor, Chuck Larabee, played by actor Jonathan Adams. Take a look.
Last Man Standing is the popular Fox sitcom starring comedian Tim Allen. Actor Jonathan Adams plays the neighbor next door. Along with his successful career in television over the years, Jonathan is sure of his priorities: faith, marriage, and family.
Well, welcome to the 700 Club, Jonathan Adams. It's great to have you here.
It's great to be here. Those are such cute pictures of my kids.
It's fun, isn't it, when you get to see your own family up
Yeah.
there? Yeah, that's great. Well, it's fun to have you here and to get your take on the relationship between you and Tim Allen on this show. What do you think makes it so special?
Oh, like I said, I keep saying that he and I have different ideas about politics. We have different ideas about a lot of key things, but the really key thing we have the same idea about is faith and family, and that's what makes the characters stay together and keep together and have a good rapport.
Maybe that's why people love the show so much, because you show that it can be done.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what's fun about it, you know? Yeah. You can still talk about politics and about, things that are going on in the world.
And live to tell about it.
And live to tell about it, and not like lose your best friend or your kids.
It's the way things used to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's happened today. But I know that the show just wrapped its 7th season. Let's take a quick look.
Ooh, we have more.
Sorry, I am late. Carol and I went out for breakfast, and I started talking about our anniversary, and I lost track of time.
Wow. What anniversary is it?
Oh, 25 years next Saturday.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Vanessa and I are 35 years.
Yeah, I know. Carol and I like having marriage old-timers as friends. In fact, I wanted to talk to you about that.
I'm done listening for the day. Blame him.
Oh, you were telling jokes?
Scientist and a monkey and an elephant, okay?
Oh, the one where he has diarrhea? Not cool.
They're already working on season 8, right?
It's funny. It's very funny because it is actually my actual real-life wife, and I's 25th anniversary in April it was, so yeah.
Do you have any say in what's written into the series, or?
No.
No?
No, I just go out and act. No, really, seriously, I don't. If I did have any say in it, it wouldn't be as funny, is all I have to say. We have really great writers on the show. I do my thing and they do their thing, and we come up with some really, really fun, funny stuff.
So how do you keep it fresh, week after week, season after season? I mean, you've gone through a lot of different scenarios that can be played out. How do you keep it fresh?
Well, see, my first thing is, how do you keep life fresh? How do you keep your
that's
day?
A challenge,
it is a challenge, but I'm just saying, how do you keep your day-to-day fresh?
Yeah.
You mix it up. You find different aspects of it. You make light of certain things. You look deeper into other things. You find your way through. You keep it fresh. You just keep going.
I know that faith and family play a big part in the series, but also in your real life. Talk a little bit about your life growing up. Was your family a family of believers? Or?
Well, not really. We were what I like to call CEO Christians. We were Christmas and Easter only. And that was really all we would do. And so, my mother and father would dress us up for Christmas and Easter service, and we'd go out and take pictures and come back and whatever. And it really wasn't a big part of our everyday life. And when I grew up, I wasn't a Christ follower. I was basically an agnostic. I was not a believer for really quite some time.
So how did you come to Christ?
My beautiful wife, Monica, née Farrell, now Adams, was a believer, a very, very strong believer in Christ Jesus, and I came to faith through her.
Were you attracted to that? Because it wasn't what you'd grown up with. You said you were basically agnostic.
Yeah, and it wasn't what I had grown up with. And was I? Yes, I was. See, the way I say agnostic is that you're searching for truth.
You just haven't landed on it.
And you just haven't landed on a truth yet.
Yeah.
And I landed on the truth of Christ eventually, and it's changed my life.
How has it impacted your work? Because there's so much just this argumentative in our culture today about people who are people of faith, people who are not, never the twain shall meet. You work in a business that sometimes has a very liberal perspective on things.
Absolutely.
How do you deal with that, Jonathan?
Well, first of all, I always try to whenever I'm reading something or trying to pick a role, if I get to pick it at all, is I'm looking for if it has a sense of, if there is something violent, if there is something difficult in the piece, that it has a sense that it was there for a reason, that you're trying to get somewhere, not just for the sake of it.
Some redeeming quality
to it. And not necessarily, but I think of my job as being like a mirror. Like, I'm showing you what the world is and what the world could be, you know, at the same time. And so I look for those kinds of roles that will put that mirror up and not just necessarily be, you know,
the negative
for the sake of being negative.
So everybody I know is waiting for the series to begin again. What can we expect in season 8?
You know what?
They let you know? Do they?
They don't let me know anything. They tell me, they say, show up. No.
And that's
all. That's, you know, just show up. That's all I get.
Awesome.
No. Really, all I know is that we're going to see more of my wife, Carol. She's gonna be coming back, and we are, and it's still going to be all about you know, the fun that's going on in our families.
Is it ever scary when you're in a series, because you don't ever know for sure? Is the series coming back? Is my role coming back? I mean, are you always putting your feelers out there for other options, or how do you handle that?
Well, I don't know. To me, it's not so much scary anymore. I spend a lot of time we're looking for work, and that becomes my work. So my work is looking for work, and when I actually work, that's fun. So I always say I get paid for, you know, all the times that I'm trying to find work, and then when I actually do the work, that's actually the gold mine.
Well, you've hit upon a winner. I mean, people love the series. They love you. They love what's happening there. And you can hear more of Jonathan's story on our Facebook page. You go to facebook.com/700club. Be sure to watch Series 8. It's coming up.
It's coming up.
We'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great to have you here.
Thanks. Glad to be here.